Hey guys, Peter here, and today I have the February That Wrestling Club box. This box costs, I think, like 41 or 42 bucks at this point. And the only thing I know about this box is that this has a signed Braun Strowman Funko Pop. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be the main item. They did comment the rest of the box is going to be a little light on items, so I'm hoping that means we still get a little bit, but we'll see what we got this month, and hopefully it's a little bit better than what I thought of last month. So, if you are interested in this box, I will leave information down below so you can check it out. Without further ado, let's get into this box. Alright, so first we'll have the t-shirt. Okay, so this month we have a That Wrestling Club shirt. I'm not crazy about this. They did sell this beforehand, and I didn't pick it up at that time. I don't know. I'm not crazy about getting two unlicensed wrestling-specific shirts in a row. The last month we had a Beards of Wrestling shirt that I think was a repeat from another box, just in a different colorway. And this month we get a promotional shirt for their own box. So I'm not crazy about it. I do understand the mindset behind it, though. This box sold out incredibly fast, so, you know, if you're selling out a box and you have a lot of people buying that box, you might as well have them do free promo for you. But if they were going to be doing this, I wish they would have given us a licensed shirt last month, but I'm guessing the issue with that was getting a current WWE star and getting a Elite figure in there. But not entirely crazy about this. Still, because it is an exclusive shirt, I will be giving this $12, I guess. Next we have the pin. Alright, sweet. So this month, the pin is of Paul Bearer. The coloring and everything on that's really well done, too, and I think, yeah, there is a little bit of like a hole, like a punch out between Paul Bearer and his hand. So the details on that are really well done. It is a single backing pin, which is a little bit of a bummer, just because single backings, of course, cause pins to kind of go all around, whether you're wearing a jacket or putting on a bag or anything. I do prefer double backing. Still, really happy with that pin. Another month for the pins being really well done. And I'm going to give that about $8. I think we have a card. That's the spoiler card, so we'll come back to that in a moment. I think this is a poster. Oh, that's really cool. So we have a St. Valentine's Day Massacre poster. This is the, I think this was only ran in '99 when Vince went against Stone Cold in the cage and introduced the Big Show. This, I think, this might be the same size as the Halloween Havoc poster. It might be just a little bit smaller. Of course, because they never made posters this size for pay-per-views, there is a little bit of low resolution with the text and everything. I'm not sure if that's going to show up on here, but it does on the actual poster in person. Still, this is something that WWE would never make now. They'll probably never reproduce these posters, and I think the art for these are, you know, it's really cool, in my opinion. So, I'm going to give about $3 for that, which is what I think I gave the Halloween Havoc poster. But that's a nice little inclusion. I think that is it, aside from the pop. So, yeah. We have the signed Braun Strowman pop. Braun is someone who I think has been coming into his own a lot recently. He's insanely charismatic now. You know, the spot with Elias recently, and then just last night he had the entire spot with The Miz during the Gauntlet match, and everything else with him just being a monster, and also just having a personality too, which has been great. I would say arguably he's one of the top people in WWE right now, so the fact that they are able to get him to do autographs, let alone autographs with a figure, is amazing. On top of that, kudos to That Wrestling Club for knowing collectors and putting this in a pop protector. Mine came in pretty much pristine condition. There is, if you look at the bottom, a little, let me see, on this side, there is you know, some dings on the bottom right there, and then towards the back of the box there is a rip. But nothing major, you know, stuff like that happens when you're having people sign a ton of boxes. A little bit of a bummer, but I have seen on Twitter where they had even boxes that were more damaged than that they, you know, excluded from selling and putting in the boxes. So again, kudos to them for knowing people care about the box condition and for throwing a pop protector on that. I'm going to give the pop itself probably about $10. The pop protector, if you get like packs of them, you could probably get them for about, I would say maybe like $2 or $3 a piece. So I'm going to give $3 to that and be nice for it being a soft protector. And then bronze autograph is probably going to be what's going to vary a little bit. Previously, I believe I gave Bray 25 to 30, and I know I gave AJ and Seth 30. I don't feel comfortable with giving Braun 30 just because he is still kind of newer. And that said, I have recently learned that if you go to live events, they do sell autographs at the merch booth, which I believe are typically like 25 to 30, including for AJ, Finn, Nakamura, and guys like that. Still, getting this sign on a figure, even though he's doing a free signing at the Funko HQ, is pretty rare to be able to get and just buy outright. So I'm going to probably give about $25 for his autograph. You might be able to give a little bit more, anywhere from 25 to probably 30-ish, roughly. You might be able to give a little bit more because, again, it is on a figure itself. But for me personally, again, I'm going to do 25 for the autograph, 10 for the pop, and then $3 for the protector. So in total, about $38 for this item. Yep. And then with that, that is the entirety of the box. So it is a little light this month. But let's do some final pricing and review and see what we got. So the first item on the box, which is another list, which again is just a little nice detail, is the Braun Strowman signed Funko Pop. There are pictures of him signing right there, the pop, and then an 8x10, which is for the Cruiserweight box. Again, gonna give that 38 in total. Again, 25 for the pop, or 10 for the pop, 25 for the auto, and 3 for the soft protector. The thing I'll say that's gonna make this a little difficult this month, this is technically 2 items. You're technically getting a figure and you're getting an autograph. So it is going to make the box look light, but I do find a little bit more value in getting a signed item over just getting a signed 8x10 every month. So I think this is a really neat inclusion, even though the box is a little sparse this month. But still, $38 for that, nearly the entire value of the box. So, you know, like a great item, and pretty mental that they're able to even get this when Braun's pretty much towards the top of his game right now. So, awesome inclusion. Next is the That Wrestling Club shirt. Again, I'm not crazy about this. I enjoy repping the company, and I think that they are probably, for me, one of the top sub-box companies for wrestling in general. Consistent value and great customer service and everything. That said, again, I'm not crazy with them doing 2 unlicensed shirts in a row. Hopefully next month is a licensed shirt, but again, I guess we'll have to give this $12 because it is an exclusive shirt, and just a shirt in general, which would get 10, and then the $2 for the exclusivity. But let's hope next month is a licensed shirt from an actual wrestler or an organization, rather than being a, you know, kind of like a bootleg promo shirt. As I mentioned earlier, if you did get the Cruiserweight box, you would be getting an 8x10 rather than getting a signed pop. So that is the next item for the Cruiserweight box. After that is the pay-per-view poster, which again is for St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Get that on the roll. Again, I'm just going to be giving this $3, just because, I mean, it's not like a hard cardstock print or anything, and it is technically bootleg, but still, I like items like this, and like the Halloween Havoc poster we got previously. The final item is the Paul Bearer lapel pin. Again, it is a single backing, which I do wish they would be able to change, but it is a really well done pin. I will say the art and the coloring and everything like that is really cool. So, very happy with that pin. I just wish they would do double backings to prevent things like that from happening when you're actually trying to wear it or putting it on like a display piece or on a bag or something. But still, about $8 for that pin, and another win for the pin subscription and for the pin inclusion this month. In total, I'm getting about $61 worth of value. Again, this box, I believe, is $41 roughly, so you're getting about $20 extra value, which is awesome. The one thing that I noticed as I was reading through, and at first I thought I had a missing item, but weirdly, the Cruiserweight box is getting an exclusive item in a WWE comic, more than likely the Boom comics, which are really well done if you haven't read them. So that's a little bit of a weird thing for the Cruiserweight box to get an exclusive item this month, but I guess they did. Maybe they try to rationalize that with getting the Protector or getting a figure instead of the Cruiserweight box not getting one. I'm not entirely sure. But that's just kind of weird to me that the smaller box got an extra item this month. I don't know. Again, I guess you could say the figure was an extra item for the heavyweight, but I don't know. As a whole, though, $20 is really well done for value. The one thing I'll say is that because you are getting a signed figure, the one difficulty is that if you look at the items, you're only getting 4 products, you know, visually. Technically, you're getting 2 items with this because it is a figure and an autograph, but visually, you're only getting 4 items, which makes it seem less than what you'd hope. But still, getting a high-end ticket item like this, especially from a prominent wrestler right now, is awesome. I guess the big bummer, I'm confused about the comic book inclusion. Poster's great. And then I guess the biggest bummer this month is getting this shirt. Again, I get it because it's a hustle at the end of the day. You know, you have a sold-out box that sold out in like a day, if that. You know, why wouldn't you want to get free promotion from the people that are buying your box for this to wear your shirt, repping your, you know, sub box? But I just wish if they were going to do this, it would be a different design than what they sold previously. Because if I bought this shirt beforehand, I'd be a little upset getting a second one. And that if they were going to do their own shirt, rather, you know, I wish they would have only done it this month rather than doing it in January too. So as a whole, I'm going to be giving this probably about a strong 4 and a light 4.5. Again, the value is great, and the fact that we're getting a signed Funko Pop is amazing. I would love to get more signed items like this in the future. But again, the comic is kind of confusing me, so I don't know what the reasoning behind that fully is. And, you know, another unlicensed shirt is kind of a bummer. So hopefully in March we get that taken care of a little bit. And if at all possible, it doesn't hurt anything, but, you know, getting a double backing pin would be nice more often. But yeah, again, I think it's a great box, and the fact that we got this alone is well worth it. So if you are interested in picking this box up, I would encourage you to do it soon, because these boxes are tending to sell out more often than not. So again, I'll put all the information down below. And then let me know what you guys thought about this box, if you think that something like a signed figure makes up for having less items, or if you prefer getting more items and just signed 8x10s rather than getting a signed item. As always, also be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll have more unboxings coming up, as well as me trying out Slam Crate for the first time. I haven't been impressed with pictures I've seen, but I'm going to give them a chance on the channel and see what they can do. So stay tuned for that, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with a brand new unboxing.